Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're tuning in. Glad to see Mike in here, and I am very sure, yes, you need more Jurassic Park music in your life. I actually just found that playlist on Spotify a week ago, and I'm basically only listening to that one title. So I actually don't want to have a huge stream today. I wanted to do this a bit longer, but I wanted to take the time to take a look at the State of JS survey. I saw interesting results from people saying they actually got not a very good score. So I'm interested to see how I will do. And I also want to encourage you to take the survey stateofjs.com. You can also know the state of CSS is closed, so we're taking the state of JavaScript survey. Let's first see. I actually have no idea who's watching, where people are watching. This is still kind of confusing in a lot of different ways. So, welcome Trace the Track. Welcome Kambat Gurbanov. Welcome Tiaminia. Joel Cool. Oipncn. Hola. DJ Silent. George Tiganu. And I guess hello from Turkey, Mustafa. I'm actually not sure in which stream to look. I think if someone is watching me live on YouTube, could you please write something in the chat? I'm from YouTube. This is actually the first time I tried Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So would love to know if someone is watching this stream on YouTube and if this actually works. I really don't know. So that's the Twitch chat. Brolio. Mike is on Twitch. Yeah, hello from Romania, hello from Poland, hello from India. Interesting, seems to be a good time of the day. If I catch Mike, Mike living somewhere close to New York, and from the east, I'm from YouTube. Okay, so I don't know if I got, 28 viewers. Looks like I'm on a good path to become a Twitch partner very soon. Anyway, thanks a lot for subscribing. Okay, now I even get YouTube subscribe notifications. This is becoming better every time. Hello, Venom Voodoo. Welcome back. Good morning, Mike, in that case. I guess Colombia might be around the same time, Braulio. Okay, Suman already scored 94. Yeah. I kind of feel like I will do pretty bad. I don't know. YouTube is good because you can... Yeah, thanks for subscribing, Mike. I actually try and hope this stream is also captured and stored on Twitch. I have no idea, but we're here with the state of JavaScript. Everyone... if you want to, maybe open your own browser window and then we will soon get started. Maybe I just need a bit more coffee. Hello from Serbia. Also watching on YouTube, Apple TV. So Marinel, am I now in your TV? Could you make an image of that and post it on Twitter or Instagram? That would be epic. If I'm on someone's TV, I feel like a celebrity. Maybe I can then finally get approved by Twitter or Instagram. What's going on in here, Muhammad? Well, we're taking the State of JavaScript 2020 survey together. Twitch only for gaming. Well, it's not only for gaming. Maybe we can game a bit when I'm done with this, but I feel like, yeah, thanks. I need to log in. Hello, can I go back to the main survey? It's a bit confusing, yeah, that I have to log in for this survey and create an account. I felt like, I don't know how to feel about this, but now it works. So much going on in the chat. Yo, Wisdom Beard is here. Am I the Wisdom Beard or are you it? Yeah, it's right. Let's go through the first category. Let's check the syntax, the structuring. Example: const foo equals bar. Yes, I know it's no, that is Eiffel. Well, I feel a bit confused by this survey right here. I would expect the green one to be the everything's great. I've used it one. So I would actually do this one in the middle in a different color, not the. This is gonna confuse me a lot of time. Thanks for following, Anton. But we have all used this. If you use Capacitor, we have all used this. The spread operator, yeah. Actually, okay, we're on a good path to get a big score, but of course, the survey is not about getting a big score. It's about knowing that you don't know a thing. Arrow functions, oh yes, I've used it. So why do we use arrow functions? We could make this like a little quiz in the chat. Every time I could ask like questions and I could select people to answer the questions from the chat. Maybe in the next stream, maybe next time. Nullish coal. You know, one of my favorite pages besides Ionic framework and Ionic cons is actually the dictionary. Okay, I might have used that, but I have actually never heard that term. And right now, what's gonna be the result of this? Is it like, what's the result? What's the result of nullish coalescing? Who's from university? You should know this. You're just going through all of this. Okay, Kasim. Yeah, Mike is the Wisdom Beard. I'm just his Padawan. I'm not at the point where Mike is, but it's getting better this winter. Hello from Venezuela, Luis Alberto Perez de la Cruz. Your names are so epic. German names sound so boring, like Martin Schmidt. And your name is just like you're drinking something nice. Let me tell you this again. Luis Alberto Perez de la Cruz. Hi to India. Hi Ezekiel and Mohin. Yeah, the Eiffel Tower in my background. This room is actually not yet finished. Yeah, the image there's the tower. It's just there because the sound of recording is still not super great in here, and I haven't found a solution. And well, it's not yet finished. But I got my Ionic cap and the most important caps down there. Perhaps you can see this. Might make this even better. And why is React Native preferred over Ionic? Well, I don't prefer React Native over Ionic. I don't. Not me. Julian. Yeah, we've been to Paris a few times. We really like the city. Perhaps we will come back in like when everything's back to normal. So for this, I will just pick. Never heard of it. Really. Can we get a quick explanation? Is a logical operator that returns its right-hand side operand is null or undefined, and otherwise it's. Okay, I'm really not sure if I need that operator in my life, but thanks for adding this. Optional chaining, yeah, that's definitely great. I usually don't use this from my class. I usually use this as a safe navigation operator or Elvis operator within the Angular template to safely access a value, but I wasn't actually sure that I can use this within code as well. Might give it a try. Do I have something like an application here? Okay. Can I do something like request.url? Or is this complaining about stuff? Ah, okay, I can do this from code as well. Okay. Yeah, well. Okay, Mike is here for the explanation. Shorthand for something like foo equals... Ah, okay. Yeah. So it was just confusing me. Okay, interesting. So for people who can't see this, I'll just put it in here. What Mike said. Shorthand for something like this. So that's nullish coalescing, if I spell this correctly. Okay. Yeah, well, actually pretty cool. Might adopt it. So yeah, maybe. Private fields, class with private. Okay, now we get into no, just no. Never heard of this, never used it. Okay, I'm gonna fail badly. Thanks for subscribing, Vital Priya. Language, proxies. Yeah, I know what it is. I think I haven't used it. Okay, so many people. Morocco, Singapore, tutorial on face detection in Ionic, Mohin. Maybe, yeah, I can add it to my list. I right now don't know how to do it, but why not? Why not? Do you have any courses for Ionic 5, Sandeep, on YouTube? Yes, I do have courses. I have actually 2 crash courses. Crash course. I do have a Capacitor crash course, and I do have an Ionic crash course. Actually, the Ionic crash course is a bit older, but maybe even more extensive. It's a written tutorial, about 7 days. The Capacitor crash course is actually a video crash course. Both are using Ionic 5, so if you want any of these, you can get them ionicacademy.com, either Capacitor crash course or Ionic crash course. So many questions. Should I move to Flutter or React or continue with Ionic? I already make Ionic apps for lead. Why should you move to React or something else? I still feel good with Ionic. I don't see any benefit of using Flutter right now. Yeah, you get these shiny pages of Flutter, and but for me, Flutter no. React Native, well, if you're already a React developer, I might give React a try, but otherwise I'm definitely sticking to Ionic, not because I run the academy and all this stuff, but I really just like Ionic, and therefore yeah, Merv New, make PWA in Ionic. Any specific questions? Yeah, and please stop spamming, or I need the first moderator for my chat. How do I actually moderate this? I don't know. I need to add. Maybe Berke Aras might want to become a moderator next time. If you get any questions for tutorials I should create, please add something. Yeah, Murph. So how can I do this? I don't know. Oops. So, first rule, spamming the chat is not good for you, and you will get a little timeout first of all. If you got questions for or wishes for Christmas, no, for new tutorials, you can leave something structured in here, not just spam your request. Please say something, because I actually have tutorials on creating a progressive web app as far as I know. But yeah, we've come pretty far in the coding survey. How long is this chat already? Where's 20 minutes? Okay, for 20 minutes we're doing quite good. So let's give the languages. Yeah, proxies, you can also use this with Ionic. I haven't used this a lot. Async await, yeah, definitely know it, used it, it's great. But if you don't know about it, you can just also stick to your regular usage of promises. There's nothing bad about it. Async await just makes the code a bit shorter, a bit more readable. But overall, if you don't know what you do, it can also be kind of confusing. So it's like a double-edged sword at this point for me. Promises, yeah, I've used this. Decorators. In simple form, a decorator is simply a way of wrapping one piece of code with another, literally decorating it. From what I know, these things are also decorators, or aren't they? Yeah, decorator, yeah. So everything with this add ng module for the services, injectable, these are decorators. So if you have used Ionic stuff, you definitely use decorators, or if you use Angular in general. I'll just try to finish one page of this and then get to the questions again, because this kind of get out of hand. It's like 50 viewers. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you for joining in. Promise all settled. Oh no, if Mike hears that I don't know what this is, I guess he thinks I really don't know what I'm doing here. What is promise all settled? Is this like all, but just with an addition to wait for all promises to finish? Returns to the resolved after all of the given promises. So isn't this, that's exactly like promise.all, isn't it? Is this like the new way of promise.all? Maybe some expert here could speak up. So I'll just open a view for coding discussion. I think promise.settled sounds to me exactly like promise.all. Someone is saying exactly, so I feel confirmed. But I still haven't heard of it, so I don't know if it's just the new way of using it. Dynamic import. Dynamic import, I actually think I used this recently, or I was actually looking it up. It's quite interesting. You can use this in pages like when you want to display some Google Maps stuff or so, or perhaps a chart or anything like this. You don't need to include this right at the beginning and load in your page. You can really dynamically load this from code. I used this, I think I used it in a place, so I will pick I've used it. Otherwise, that's actually pretty cool, and you should keep it in mind. Still not sure about promise.all settled. Kasim says, yeah, you're correct, so that feels good. In terms of, once again, Flutter and React Native, they all do great apps. With Flutter, I think you can't target the web as good as you can with Ionic, with React Native. From what I know, it's still kind of different to writing React web applications. So if you enjoy React, you could actually use Ionic with React. People will say React Native has better performance. Thanks for following DJ Almo Cruz Jr. I hope that's right. But for me, just for now, no. Use Ionic with WebRTC and Peer.js. Yeah, I actually had a little content voting yesterday, and from the first impression, I definitely think the next tutorial is going to be about WebRTC. I really don't know how to do it yet, so I have to get into it. I might use something with Firebase. I think it could work if you have Firebase in the middle to connect two parties. I don't know if it works with Peer.js. Maybe I will also use Twilio. I'm gonna have to dive a bit into that topic, but yeah, WebRTC is on my list now. And then we also got the YouTube chat. Oh man, I'd love to see how many are active on Twitch and how many on YouTube. Is there? Okay, I think most of the people are actually on YouTube in here. That's interesting, very interesting. So the YouTube chat is quite big. Hello from Russia, welcome. Yeah, video chat, exactly, that's what we're gonna do. Why don't you make videos about clones like Instagram? Yeah, I do want to do that at VR. It's just that I don't know where to get started. So a Twitter clone, a WhatsApp clone, Instagram clone. The problem is that those apps really rely on a huge backend, and I don't want to create that kind of backend for just a little tutorial. So I don't know if I should just create the UI with some fake JSON data maybe. Thanks for following already the brand. The names get always better. So at VR, maybe you can answer if you would just like to see the UI with Ionic or really everything, because, well, yeah, you might be able to build Instagram with Ionic, but that's like a 100-part tutorial. Ionic does not give native look like React Native and Flutter. Humor, well, it feels quite native. You're right, I think React Native or Flutter compiles down to native components. Ionic components are still web components. Thanks for following Ekmal. But I still think that Ionic does look native. They have native UI for iOS and Android. The styling definitely looks to me native. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, for Android, it looks Firebase. Is Firebase the best choice? Another question. If you ask it like that, I would say no, because it's not always the best choice. It is a great choice in many situations. Firebase is quite easy for people who can't build or don't want to build their own backend. So in those cases, Firebase is really great. It has cloud functions, user authentication, the real-time database, NoSQL database. But it's not always the best if you have a lot of custom stuff going on and just want a full control over your server. So I have applications with both using Firebase and using my own backend. So it's not always the best. PNP Tech, I love your videos. Thanks a lot. New video coming out in about an hour on YouTube about, I have no idea, about Ionic best practices. 1 hour until the new video. Maybe we could also always do a live stream every Thursday before a new video comes out. Okay, Mike says that React Native, and I'm still surprised that Mike is still listening after 20 minutes. He must have a very hard job. That React Native actually just renders native components on the fly. It doesn't actually compile. So there's a little distinction. And thanks, Mike, for this addition. I kind of got lost in the YouTube chat. I've learned Ionic from your videos only. That really means a lot to me if I read comments like that. If people write better tutorial, better applications for university or get a new job, or at that point I really don't care about how much I earn, because that's just epic. And I think we should just listen to the Jurassic Park song once again, just because it's also epic. Okay, where did we stop? Hi from Africa. Hi, Chris. Oh, he's yeah, video and audio chat. Yes, I think just front end would be better. Backend is not really part of this YouTube. Yeah, exactly. That's true, and that's what I read on Twitch as well. Might be a good idea to keep things simple. So, yeah. Well, if you just want to see like the UI kind of built with Ionic and some fake data for Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever, then yes, we can do it. Yeah, PNP Tech. Thanks for subscribing. We're actively waiting for the WebRTC. So many of you requested this tutorial. I think since the pandemic started earlier this year, I got requests for please do a tutorial on the Zoom SDK, please do something on live streaming. A lot of you want to build applications around that topic, I feel. What is your Twitch username? My Twitch username is Captain Ionic. So if you're only on YouTube, you can also find me here on Twitch TV, Captain Ionic. It was initially Simon Grimm, but then I decided that maybe we need something a little bit more catchy. Okay, so there's the image. Maybe I can use this image to verify my Twitter and Instagram account that I'm now officially a celebrity if I run above like a dozen bottles of... I don't know what it is. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. So, thanks Marine. I always get caught up in the Jurassic Park theme. It's just takes me away. If I would now found my chat, I could also answer more of your questions. Please don't forget face detect. Yeah, I somehow always see this. Do you stream on Twitch? Yeah, Ionic Master. Thanks, Ready the brand. I don't feel like the Ionic Master. I've just been constantly doing a lot with Ionic for the last 6 or 7 years. We talked about this in the last stream, which actually wasn't saved. That was a pity because it was the very first stream. The first stream actually happened on the... Come on. On the very first day, on the very day that my first Ionic tutorial was released on the 9th of December, 6 years ago. Thanks for subscribing, Lucky Strike, for the win. So basically since 6 years by now, I've been creating Ionic tutorials sometimes, or since 3 or 4 years, every week, at least one video. So it doesn't make me a master, I just know a few things about Ionic and their history. Thanks for following Burkeras19. Yeah, Donald, finally catch you here. Good day. I think the afternoon hours are a bit better for basically everyone around the world. We got people from Singapore and from Colombia and of course Europe, so I think that time is actually pretty good. Okay. Actively waiting, stream, your username, nice to... hi Brian, hi Mohammed, it's Captain Ionic, yeah. Because of your videos, I'm able to do my apprenticeship in Germany. That is awesome. My Twitch username is Captain Ionic. Once again, perhaps I really need to improve my streaming overlay. I use Streamlabs and I can customize this. I took something free just to get started because I wanted to stream. But since we're now at 70 viewers, I will definitely invest some time into creating a better interface here. Okay, come to Udemy. I'm really interested to join. Actually, I haven't really made this public because it's kind of like just a little thing. I created the Capacitor crash course, which consists of, I think, 5 videos on Udemy as well. So if you search for the Capacitor crash course on Udemy, but you're right, I don't have any... What is this? I just want to look up the stuff. Capacitor crash course. I don't have any paid courses on Udemy because exactly of this. I don't know how to get to my data. No, Udemy owns all the data of the students. They take a lot of the money, and I can do this better with the Ionic Academy. So if you're new to the stream, I can plug in a shameless ad for the Ionic Academy. Definitely Ionic Academy, having that close interaction with all the members from the community in here, and just getting the full control about pricing and everything is so much better than Udemy. So that's why I'm not using it. Okay, is it possible to do offline maps? I think, yeah. You have to regular stream on YouTube. If next time the same amount of people tune in, yeah, I will do this regularly. Hi from Wales, Tony O'Neill. It's so cool, these names from different countries. Are you releasing any video today, or is it replaced with... Yeah, Mohammed. I should have thought about this up front, because this is literally a highlight day and it doesn't even need a new video. But it is scheduled 1 hour, 5 p.m. on Thursday. That's the vlog time for new Ionic vlogs. Greetings to North Africa, Hazim. Link under the YouTube video. Ready the brand. What link should I put under the YouTube video? and I actually don't know how it looks on YouTube, but I think it looks good. I hope so. I'm actually happy that it even works. If we get 25 people more and have 100 viewers, I don't know, something good will happen. I'll put on my Ionic head. Okay. Some suggestions on Ionic blog and tutorial for newcomer. I'm not sure what you mean, my crash courses or what I'm gonna join. Can you do a leaflet? Thanks for reacting to my channel. Sure, you're welcome, PNP Tech. Hi Simon, nice stream. Thanks Guillermo Acevedo. Hi from Costa Rica, Eduardo. Okay, yeah. I will try this next time. Ready the brand with a description. Right now I can't even find it. And anyone in this audience already got an Apple M1, maybe Mac Mini or maybe MacBook? I'm really considering getting something else because I have an iMac from a very well 2015. That's what I'm working on. I've upgraded my memory, but it's not the fastest anymore. So I'm really, yeah, Mike. Why are you streaming, Mike? It's not my time to stream. You can stream later when I'm asleep. But thanks for joining, Mike, and leaving some of your comments. Really appreciate it. Greetings to the Ionic team. If you meet anyone, tell him to join. Here's the fun today. We're doing the survey. Really trying to go through our journey now. That was actually the title of the video, and we should really get somewhere through this. So, data structures, how you store and manipulate data, maps. Yeah, I guess I used maps. Sets, I'm actually not sure if I use sets with Angular. Might have used this with Java in the past, but I'm not using it, I think. Typed arrays, yeah, definitely gonna use this. I use everything. Flat, big int. Not so sure about this. I think that's just, isn't it just a type? So I will actually use this one. Never heard of it because I'm not sure about it. I don't want to get a fake correct score in here. I actually didn't know that Mike is streaming. Where is Mike streaming? He could even, maybe I can host him or something. Isn't there like anything like this? Anyway, perhaps Mike can reach out to me and let me know. Okay, let's try the browser APIs quickly as well. Service workers, oh yeah, we love service workers. Local storage, for sure. Intel, I think I'm not sure about that one. I kind of can't explain it right to you, so I should pick that one maybe. Web audio, I think I've used it in a tutorial. WebGL, I know what it is, but I haven't used it. Web Animations API, I think I used this, and it's actually, from what I know, used under the hood with the Ionic Animations API, so I kind of feel okay. So, to everyone expecting a tutorial on this, I know what it is, but haven't used it. It's gonna be an interesting tutorial. The Web Speech API, I tried it. I think it didn't really work great on iOS, but yeah, I've used that. Web Virtual Reality. Interesting. I didn't know that it exists, so I kind of know what it is, but I haven't used it. That's cool. WebSocket, yeah. Got a tutorial on that. Fetch API. I must admit, I don't know if I've used it. It's basically making HTTP stuff. With Angular, I usually use the Angular HTTP client. I think in other Node environments I've used it, so I can say I have used it. Custom elements, yeah, I worked a bit with Stencil and Shadow DOM, yeah, I've used it. Okay, we're on our way to get a good score. Oh, that one is short. Let's quickly do this. Has anyone heard of progressive web apps? I don't know. Progressive web apps. Is this still a thing in 2020? Of course. Yeah. So let's go back to the chat. What's going on? Twitch. Mike Harting uses Vim, so I like your stream better. Yeah. Yeah. He's just too cool for me. I'm just the Visual Studio Code guy, and I'm fine with that. Hi from India, Deborah. Can you do email composer API? Yeah, I recently heard that for Capacitor, the email composer plugin doesn't exist or isn't yet working. So I might dive into that. Okay, tried it with, okay, what's going on YouTube? When do you prefer Angular versus Ionic for a project? Good question. Can I do something like currently featured question? Maybe like this. Well, if I know that I'm just gonna do a web application, I will just go with Angular. Then I will include something like Bootstrap or Angular Material, anything like this. Perhaps in the future even Tailwind. I definitely want to try Tailwind anytime soon. But if I know I'm going to create a mobile application, a progressive web app, anything like this, I will just go with Ionic because the out-of-the-box components look a lot better in my eyes, and you can really quickly build something that looks great on mobile. Can you let us know what app you will be building for the next practical Ionic book? Excited for that. Where did I spoiler that I'm creating a new book? I'm actually not sure. I don't want to say too much. I'm currently working on some API stuff. But I can say that the next practical Ionic book will not be one big application, but a lot of smaller applications focused on different use cases related to HTTP requests, API calls, connections, maybe even WebRTC, because you're so excited about this. So it's not going to be one application, many small applications. I'm currently building the backends because I'm expecting Capacitor 3, and I only want to do the applications when Capacitor 3 is released. I really need another screen above you because I now need to look to the side. That's kind of bad, and I want to look into that direction. Hello from Brazil, Tiago. Hello. I need to set up Windows. I'm sorry if you need to set up Windows. You're not following the Twitch chat? I do. Can you make a video on publishing APK to the Play Store? Yeah, big in comes from Java, Abdel Kala. Thanks, I thought so as well. Not sure why it's in that questionnaire. Can you make a video on publishing APK? It's always hard to make a video on publishing stuff. There are a lot of keys and stuff you don't want to reveal. So maybe a written guide on releasing stuff might work better. I want to start a blog. Can you suggest me cheapest hosting, which is best for me with low budget? I actually don't know what's up to date and what's the cheapest right now. So there are actually also cool platforms like Ghost out now. I don't know if I would use WordPress again if I would start again. So my Devdectic main blog is using WordPress. I'm fine with it, but actually just yesterday thought about creating a static page, static website, because I really don't like a lot of the stuff here. It's not maintained very well. I do create all the content all the time, but it could do better in a lot of UI terms, and it's just, yeah, might do it differently soon. Shadow DOM is used in Angular. That's right. Is Capacitor fully ready for progressive web apps? In general, it is, yeah. Capacitor is fine. Okay, how to create website e-commerce. Yeah, it depends. If you have if you already have a backend like WooCommerce or something like this. I'm actually working on another tutorial using Firebase as a backend for a little e-commerce system, so stay tuned for that. Can you make more videos on Ionic React? I actually can't because I don't know a lot about React. I really might want to get into Vue in the near future a bit more. I feel like I can cover that more easily, but I don't feel very comfortable about React yet. Yeah. Publish APK, ATL, Angular versus React. What would be your choice? Well, my choice is clearly Angular since I don't know about React. But if you're coming from a React background or you're in a company with a lot of React, then I would just give Ionic with React a try. For me, I don't think there will be a huge difference in terms of performance. So Mike apparently left. He was in the chat with us as well, but I don't think we will see a huge difference. It's still Ionic, it's still Capacitor, so therefore it's more about which of those frameworks you can use more efficiently. You can also write bad applications with React, and you can write bad applications with Angular, so it's up to you. Background location fetching app, yeah, I really hate the background location topic, but I might do something about this. In terms of the Apple M1 chip, yeah, I might wait until the next chips are released. I do think the same. They just put the first chip into the Mac Air and the MacBook Pro, so that already felt kind of strange to me. I think I'll wait for the next one, the next MacBook Pro, perhaps coming out next year. I don't know what they will release, and then I'll replace everything that I got right now in an iMac and 2 very old screens, and I would like to have a curved display, perhaps a workstation with the MacBook Pro or Mac Mini. I'm really not sure. Hello to Pakistan, Walid Gamer. Yeah, wait for new chips. Yeah, thanks, Lucky Strike. Yeah, I guess I'll wait. I just wanted to have something new, but I'll wait. Okay, let's do a quick continuation here, so we can actually get this done before the survey closes. TypeScript. Have I used TypeScript? Yes, used it, would use it again. I really don't understand the whole discussion about TypeScript. It's good. Reason, yeah, I have a lot of reasons, but I don't know what's it in terms of JavaScript, so never heard of it, no idea. I actually have heard of Elm, but yeah, I'm kind of not interested. ClojureScript, isn't this kind of old? I also heard of it, but I'm also not interested. PureScript. What's wrong in the JavaScript world? Why are you not happy with TypeScript? Why you don't run? Other options you use for the current section not mentioned? Nope. Overall happiness. On a scale of 1 very happy to 5 very unhappy to very happy. How happy are you with the current overall state of things as it relates to the options listed? Damn, that question is too long. From the sound of the question, I kind of feel happy. Okay, let's continue with the front-end frameworks. This might be interesting. Yeah, React. Used it, and yeah, I would definitely use it again. If I had more time, I would use it again. I like it. Vue.js, same, basically. I really like Angular, Vue, and React. They are all great. So if I had more time, I would definitely use them. It's not like I would say Vue really is like the worst option or React is a bad framework. It's not like that. Angular, okay, they now got a clarification. Only targets Angular, not applied to AngularJS. So used it, would use again. Preact. I think I heard of it, but I'm not interested since I'm not in the React world. Ember. I heard of it and I don't want to learn it. Svelte. Yeah, I heard of it and might want to learn it in the future because there's a lot of rumor going on about Svelte, so might be something for the future. There's not a lot going on Twitch, more on YouTube I actually see. Where did I left off here on? Oh, thanks for following, Chanda. Greetings from the Maldives. Oh, it's like a really international stream today. And we need better music. Who's in for a bit of Nightwish? So we had this last stream. I kind of felt good. So let's hear into what Nightwish would say about this. Okay. Please make Capacitor.js build differently away from Cordova. Yeah, I don't understand that question right now. Ionic 5 with PHP. I get a lot of questions about PHP. I don't know about PHP, so I can't really use it. Sending from mobile without opening. Is it possible in Ionic, Uma? Yeah, you can use Twilio. So it should be twilio.com. To do a lot of cool things, and I think sending SMS or making a phone calls is one of them. Might do a tutorial on this in the future as well. A really interesting topic. Hello, Kara from Algeria. Francesco Perez, you're my hero. Thanks. Just for you, Francesco, I got this one right here. There it is, somewhere there. Yeah, the child is screaming. Thanks for following, Dube. Yeah. What can I say? I'm in home office. I try my best here to at least have some sort of live stream and getting a bit done. Greetings to Nigeria Reflection Academy. Okay, Ionic and PHP. Okay, let's get on with this. We're only at 50% of that stuff here. What's wrong with JavaScript? Why do I only get 86% in here? Okay, I have never heard of Alpine.js. It's always interesting to see these things that you rugged minimal framework for JavaScript, or how many stars? 12k stars. Thanks for following, Kani. Thanks, Chanda. Yeah, I just don't need another framework. I could now actually say I heard of it, but I never heard of it before. Lit Element, I actually used this in a comparison to Stencil and something else, so I would actually use it again. It's a quite simple thing to use to create custom web components, almost like Stencil, a bit different, but it worked quite nice. Stimulus, never heard of it, not sure what it is. I don't know, should there be... no, let's just leave it like this. I'm also kind of happy with that selection. Sake, I still don't know how to pronounce this. Sake1, you're like always the first person to comment my videos. Glad to see you in our stream. What do we got as well in here? Tutorial on sending live updates to Play Store and how to publish on Play Store. Okay, Deborah, that's now the second person asking for a tutorial on APK upload. Guess I will add this to my list. Yeah, Svelte looks good. Thanks, Chanda, you're also the best. How long will you be streaming today? Not too long. I actually wanted to complete this. I wanted to do like an hour, and we're already an hour. Perhaps half an hour more, lucky strike, or until we reach 100 viewers, then I will immediately... No, then I will not leave, of course not. Okay, Walid, I make Ionic apps with Laravel as backend. Let me know what language should we use. Well, Laravel should be fine, right? I think you can still create any kind of API with PHP, so it doesn't matter what you use on the backend for Ionic, as long as there's an API that you can use, really. You can use whatever Haskell on the backend. If it creates a nice API, you can use it with Ionic. So I think Laravel shouldn't be a problem in general on the backend side. When develop, what music do you listen to? It depends. It depends. Currently, I'm really listening to a lot of film music, like Howard Shore and Hans Zimmer. A lot of that stuff. Sometimes I'm also listening to this Nightwish live show from Wacken in Germany. It depends if I have to really focus. In that case, I use something like classic music or something without people singing. If I just want to get energized, I will listen to something like this. Or sometimes I'm just listening to random rap from Germany. Hello from Kenya. Hello, Polycarp. Hello, greetings to Chile. Your videos help me a lot. Thanks for your awesome work. I'm happy to be in here. What's up with Ionic? Yeah, Ionic, well, Flutter, we had this in the beginning. Thanks, Walid. Maybe I'll do a video on the topic of Flutter, but I don't want to say something too bad about Flutter. Okay, let's quickly go through the data layer, loading and managing data in your app. Once again, recommendation for everyone in here. Initially, I wanted to do this state of JavaScript survey. You can do this until the end of the week. It really helps to get a nice picture of what's going on in the JavaScript community. So head over to survey.stateofjs.com and take the JavaScript survey. I guess if you start now, you will finish it before I do. So data layer Redux. I've heard of it. I'm actually, yeah. I kind of want to learn it. I kind of don't need it sometimes. Apollo, I heard in general about Apollo, so I've heard about it and I'm really not interested. GraphQL, that's definitely something. I might put this on my list for 2021 next year. What do you think, chat? Should I create more or in general something around Ionic using GraphQL? That would be really something I'm considering for the future, so I would really love to know your opinion about that. So yeah, that's really MobX. Never heard of it, not interested. Relay, I don't think I've heard about it. Xstate. Yeah, I'm not the master of state management. I've heard of it. Yeah, not interested. Merv Neo, how to make a progressive web app in Ionic. I already said this in the beginning. Okay, you don't wanna. Okay, you don't wanna listen, right? Okay. Please, yeah. We don't need any spam comments in here. Please, Merv Neo, just don't do it. Yeah. He's now on timeout. I don't actually... Yeah, we will know. User messages will be hidden. Okay. Okay, let's continue other options. I'm kind of neutral about state management and the data layer. Oh, come on, now I was unhidden. I really need a mod in here to manage this. I don't want to help you with your Microsoft Forms test, King Hindi. I'm really sorry. No, I don't want to. I want to complete the survey and get at least. I'm kind of doing bad now. Okay, Express, I've heard of it and would use it again. Next.js, I've heard of it and would like to learn it. Max especially is posting a lot about it lately, and Nightwish is really a bit too progressive today. Let's get back to our film music. I think let's do some Game of Thrones in the background. Thanks, Prashant. Never thought I would be somebody's hero. Okay, someone on Twitch got a score of 66. You've heard or used 21 out of 32 features. I wouldn't put that resulting message too high. Just feel confident about what you know, and that's fine. Koa, I heard of it. I might actually want. There's a lot of things that I would like to learn. So that's also Meteor. I heard of it and I'm not really interested. I think Meteor combines your backend and front end completely on the server. You can use Angular or stuff within it, so it's pretty cool. But at the same time, I'm just, my philosophy is more to separate your server API and the front end into their own projects. So Meteor is really not for me. I've heard about Next, and I'm kind of not interested. Gatsby. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I'm not interested. It's reusing React. I think Josh Moroney is using it for the static hosting of the blog. I used Hugo in the past, or tried to use it for a static page. Yeah, maybe I will even use something like static Angular pages with, I forgot the name, Scully.io. So if you want to create static pages with Angular or Ionic, you can use Scully.io. Might do something on this in the future as well. Definitely also interesting tool. Nest, yeah. heard of, used it, would use again. Nest is my all-time favorite currently for any new API. It's really just so easy. It feels like Angular. The CLI is great. All of the integration works great. If you don't know about Nest, please, I really recommend it for everyone to give it a try. I really highly enjoyed Nest. Strapey, I heard of it, but it's really too much to say I'm interested in everything. Fastify, yeah, and yeah, there are just too many great frameworks out there. Why would you need another package for static Angular pages? Well, it's not another, it's like the first package, I would say. This can really pre-render all of your sites and generate a static page of your Ionic or Angular application. I don't know which other tool is doing this, Lucky Strike. I really don't know. Okay. Hello, Biodan. No worries, please. I have challenges with UI UX design. Can you make videos on this? Icana Victor. Yeah, we just talked about this earlier in the stream. I think I'll do something like building Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp clone, but only focus on the front end UI UX part and skip the back end part. I think people were fine with that, so that might maybe be a good idea. Polycarp, a little way I've liked and learned about Ionic and Angular because of you. Thanks a lot. Thanks really a lot. Do you recommend use Ionic with Vue instead of Angular? Sebastian. Well, I use it with Angular because I've used it for 6 years with Angular and I know a few things about Angular. Well, some people like Angular, some people like Vue. If you like Vue, I would use Vue with Ionic. If you like Angular, use Angular. It's not that Angular or Vue is inherently bad. It's just a different philosophy, Vue with having all of your code in one file, and the Vue community doesn't like TypeScript too much, so maybe it's just me being too long in the Angular community by now, but for me it's just, I like Angular. I kind of like Angular. Isn't there Angular Universal, Lucky Strike? Yeah, it is, but isn't Angular Universal? Get confused. Wasn't Angular Universal for progressive web apps? I'm kind of confused, but I can't say right now. But definitely Scully is anyway pretty dope. Did you hear about Supabase open source? Yes, Andre. I heard about Supabase. I had this as a topic in my last content voting. Although it didn't get too many votes, I think this, I will create something on this. I just really like it. Perhaps I will just personally give it a try over the next days and see what it can do. I think it currently has a lot of momentum, and maybe someone already tried to use Supabase. I haven't, but I think if this is like the open source Firebase alternative and they are backed by a few companies, then yeah, this is definitely going to be a thing. Perhaps I can just also write for their blog. I wanted to contact them. They would definitely be interested, I guess. I use Nest.js because I watched your tutorial. That makes me so happy. I kind of feel like a tech influencer. Hey, Mrigang Singh. Sorry for the wrong pronunciation. Mike is streaming. Where is Mike streaming? Tell Mike to stop his stream and come over to my stream. That's not fair. He's taking all of my viewers. What's the view count on Mike's stream, bro Leo? Tell me. How do you see making video games with Ionic? Yeah, that's challenging. Really challenging. Games with Ionic. You can use Phaser. We open so many. I should just do nothing in these streams. You can use Phaser. to create games on the web. I also wanted to do something. I want to do tutorials on a lot of topics. I just don't have enough time. So if you're interested in doing games with the web, I would definitely check out Phaser. You can, from what I know, use it with Ionic or Capacitor to build games. Otherwise, I think it will be a bit more challenging just with HTML and JavaScript. Okay, David is also in here. So many famous faces in here. 2 viewers. What's 2 viewers? Do we only got 2 viewers on Twitch? Is Twitch like 5? Yeah. So many people are all only on YouTube. Thanks for following 3D. Okay, Twitch mic 3 viewers. Okay, but I'm also on Twitch, not too many, so more people on YouTube. Anyway, Angular Universal server-side rendering, Scully pre-rendering. So there's a tiny difference. I think we had a video on this on the channel. Actually, we should stop this before the new video at 5 o'clock comes out, so we should definitely move along. Thanks, David. I forgot about this. Which Markdown parser you would recommend? I actually don't know, Mohammed, right now. Can we make live streaming app using Ionic like Google Meet? Yeah, Prashant, I'm actually working on something for WebRTC, so we will have a tutorial on that soon. Okay, let's quickly go through testing. Do frequent live streams whenever possible. I will do. I will do my best. I really. Thanks for following. Faris Faisalthina. Why do you all have so challenging names? It's really hard for me. Couldn't you just say I'm Mike or I'm Max? Thanks. Oh, it's not getting better. Thanks for following Abdulaziz Abdurashidov. Okay, for testing. I'm pretty bad at unit tests, UI tests. That's definitely gonna be a course inside, guess what? The Ionic Academy next year. I've heard of Jest. It's hard to say. I'm kinda I don't know if I'm interested or would like. I heard of it and I'm interested, but that doesn't mean I would like to learn it. So it's kinda hard to pick the right answer. I will just pick heard of it and not interested. Mocha. I actually don't know if I've used this in the past. Storybook. Haven't heard about it. Might be good. Cypress, definitely. There was one from the Cypress team inside the Ionic Conf, and since that time I wanted to learn it. So maybe I will use Cypress in the next course for the Ionic Academy. No idea what's that. Yasmin, I actually used it. Yeah, might want to use it again. Puppeteer, used it for browser testing. Might also want to do it again. Testing library, is that really a name of a framework? That's like the worst name for a testing library. Hey, what testing library are you using? I use testing library. Thanks for the conversation. Yeah, people. Playwright, don't know. WebDriver, if I'm not sure, I will just select never heard. I'm just honest. Overall, yeah, I will say neutral because I really don't know. Do you speak Vietnamese? No, sorry. I tried to learn Chinese a few years ago with an application on my iPad with Duolingo or something else, but it was kind of hard learning Chinese. I'm not further than ni hao, and I'm not even sure if that's right. Yo, Phaser looks cool. Definitely. It's also on my list, but like 10 topics I would immediately jump into, but I can only work on one, or I do a live stream, so we'll see. Yeah, waiting for WebRTC. Greetings to Peru, Miguel Angel Rios Buendia. Is that the name, Buendia? Isn't that like good morning? Oh, it's on in Spanish, like bon dia is an accent, I think, in Barcelona, but not sure. Someone from Spain in here? Maybe? Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Too small for, you need to resource. Yeah, I will definitely put a huge to-do until my next stream to improve the whole UI of my overlay and all the stuff in here. Started following since React Native and Firebase video. It's interesting. Thanks for following, Evan. It's interesting. The React Native and Firebase video I had on YouTube a while ago got like constantly really a lot of views, and at some point I just had to remove it because it was completely deprecated and I wasn't into React Native anymore. That was really a very strange feeling. Okay, so from Peru, could you help me how to use unit tests to pages and services? Yeah, testing, we don't have enough tutorial and stuff on testing, so definitely something I should do. Way to manage independently from my app active local push. We don't want to get into push notifications right now. Yeah, the variety of the community is really insane. Yeah, exactly. Buenos dias is buen español, Simon. Are you from Spain? Actually, hola. No, let's not do this. Not today. I don't want to get into Spanish today. I really tried to learn Spanish with someone from Spain for quite a few months, and I can actually understand a lot of Spanish. But that's not the case, not the topic. We want to get through this. So the build tools. I've used Webpack, I would use it again. I think I haven't used Parcel, and I'm not interested in another build tool right now. Oh yeah, I've used Gulp in the past. It wasn't actually too bad, was it? I would kind of use it again. Rollup, I think I've used it, but I don't want to use it. I get a bit confused about the different building tools, so Browserify, Rollup, Gulp. Once again, just too many of them. But I would use them again. They make life easier. TypeScript, definitely would use it again. Roam, that's actually something I haven't heard of and not sure what it is. Snowpack, thanks, no idea. ES build, I'm not sure. Isn't that just like, yeah, let's keep it like this. Okay, I'm kind of happy because those two build tools really help us. Did I now get a bad score? Hola, yeah. Buen dia is my last name. I'm from Peru, okay. Thanks, Ange. That's interesting. That's Buen Dia is your last name. Have you heard about Expo on Twitch? No, I don't know. What is Expo? Do I have to know this? Okay, now I can really score. I have heard about Electron and I would use it again. I have React Native and I kind of would use it again. What is this? JS 2020 Tools Native Apps Experience? Is that like... Is there like, did the translation go wrong, or is that really the name of something? What is that? 3JS? I feel like something went wrong here, but I haven't heard of it. I'm not sure what it is. Cordova, I used it, and at this point, I actually got a bit of opinion, and I don't want to use it again. I got so many new Capacitor projects and I enjoy that I can just configure the native platform with Capacitor, and with Cordova you got all the magic of the config XML and the automatic project creation, the hooks, and all that stuff going on. I just don't want to use it again at this point. Create a Telegram bot, says Farouz. I don't know. I can't. I don't know how. Ionic, have heard of it, what not using it? Of course not. Everyone in the stream now select used it and what to use again. We want to get a lot of views and we want to get a lot of points for Ionic, so more people come to Ionic and answer your question on why null is, why your function is not working on null. That's the cool thing. They even got Capacitor in here. So used it, would use it again. I recommend Capacitor for every new Ionic application. It's just the best. I don't know about this one. Now it gets strange. Expo. Okay, there we got the what Argil Simos is talking about on Twitch. similar to Ionic and React Native. You know, I live in this Ionic bubble. Another one saying, following your tutorial got me jobs. I should charge more for my tutorials. If everyone's getting a new job and I'm sitting here without a job, that's not fair. Make any app, run it everywhere. Build one project that runs natively on all users. Looks interesting. Pricing. Okay. Interesting. Build, submit, update, notify. There's so many tools I don't know about. It's kind of strange if you go through surveys like this and see that you actually don't know enough. So I have now heard of it. Now I will say I've never heard about it before. Really no idea if it is good or not good. Is this somewhere on GitHub? I just judge on GitHub stars. It actually imports stuff from React Native. Very interesting. Is this like a tool or what is this? Expo CLI, Expo init my project. I just can't stand starting something else. I can't stand. It looks really shiny and cool from the outside, but I can't get. There's so many more stuff I want to get into this. You could spend a lifetime on learning all the stuff just mentioned in here. I really want to focus on the things I use and use them good. No. Yeah, I feel very happy about the front-end frameworks. Ionic, woohoo! Can I vote twice? Yeah, that would be great. Video and more complex animations with Ionic. And in fact, quick fun fact about Ionic animations. Yesterday, there was a new tutorial on the official Ionic blog about building interactive Ionic apps with gestures and animations. Nice image. Don't know who captured that. Wasn't me. So, guest post I've written for the Ionic blog. If you're somewhere here, leave a nice comment below so I'm allowed to create more content, but I think they want to see more. A lot of examples for gestures and animations in this guest post right here. Is the capacitor of React Native. Expo is the capacitor of React Native, says Ikena Victor. Interesting. Now I can actually imagine what it is. So that means I don't need Expo, right? Since I don't use React Native. For these tools and technologies, just check the ones that you use regularly. Immer, which means actually always in German. Regularly. I think I use Date, RxJS, definitely. I use Axios in my backend sometimes. I actually use Moment quite often. I don't use the rest of those things so much. Other libraries, do I want to put into, let's check the package.json. Is there something cool that I regularly use? Ionic, RxJS, no. I kind of don't want to add something here. Which utilities or tools do you use? I still stick to NPM because it just works. I don't need Yarn. I use the node version manager, and I've used N as well for managing the node version. JavaScript runtimes. I haven't started using Deno yet, or anything of the rest. Might do this in the future. Perhaps I'm still not sure about this. Yeah. Text editors, definitely 100% Visual Studio Code. I've used this in the past. This, not this, not, no, just no, just don't. Okay, other text editors. I think there was another text editor that I used, but I missed it. Which browsers do you primarily work in? I usually use Chrome and Safari. I gave Firefox a try, wasn't that great. I kinda use, do you primarily work in during initially? I don't know if I work in Safari iOS, not really, Chrome or, no, I will not check this. Vivaldi, interesting, so many browsers, yeah. To each what they enjoy. Non-JavaScript, which other programming languages? Why is this important right now for this state of JavaScript questionnaire? I'm really not sure, but I don't use these currently. Sometimes a bit of Swift for... that's a kinda... I don't know. Is that everything you got? Well, thanks for following Broly Cruise. If it's just Swift, I don't want to select anything. In that case, just don't. I don't want to. Okay. Watch you integrate in-app purchase video with Capacitor. One small issue, which is after payment is successfully navigating to the page where it creates empty div. Yeah, I actually had the same result with in-app purchases, Muhammad. I'm not sure if there's coming something wrong back from Apple or Android. Maybe you should just log out those objects right in the beginning and see if there's like a difference between the different objects. But I saw this empty div element as well. And Lucky Strike said the problem we face in my work is that Capacitor is not friendly to automate. This is why. Yeah, I do see. I understand. I think it will get better in the future. I'm not sure if already with Capacitor 3, but I think at some point they will integrate the Xcode build and the Gradle builds. You can already do this from the command line, especially for Android. You can do this quite easily with Gradle. You can completely build and sign your APK. For iOS, it's not that easy, but it is possible using Xcode build on the command line as far as I know. So I feel confident that over the next year, we will be able to build the Capacitor apps from the command line. I kind of have a feeling. What JavaScript resource do you consult? The Devdectic blog and the Ionic Academy. Can we just all go there and put in the Devdectic blog? If I appear in that survey result, that would be quite hilarious. David Walsh blog. Why is my blog not mentioned in here? Alligator is mentioned. Yeah, I actually do read JavaScript Weekly, DevTO, Medium sometimes. I think that's... No, I will not enter my own name. That was kinda... Are we still live? There's nothing going on in the chat. Are you still here? Are you still with me? Come on. We have to get through the State of JS survey. In 5 minutes my new video comes out, so we need to quickly finish this. And I hope I'm still live. If I'm talking to no one right now, that would be really... I wouldn't stream again. Sites and courses. Which sites do you consult? Stack Overflow. Westboss is the master. Pluralsight, Egghead.io sometimes. Yeah, that's basically it. Wes got mentioned in here. Maybe it's my dream. Someday I want to be mentioned in here. We still here. I don't know. Is that kind of a little delay in here? Really? Not sure. Podcasts. I don't listen to a lot of programming podcasts. I listen to a lot of SaaS and startup podcasts. But I don't think I'm listening to any of these. I really don't. Opinions. Okay. Doch, alles Gute. Danke, Daniel. How do you feel about state? JavaScript is moving in the right direction. I kind of agree. I don't think we need 10 new frameworks and stuff. We should just consolidate some options, but overall, I think it's moving in the right direction. JavaScript already moved in the right direction since about 10 years. Building JavaScript apps is overly complex right now. Well, there is a truth in that question. But if you bring up an Xcode project and want to develop or an Android project, those projects are complex as well. So I would kind of disagree that it's overly complex. It's also complex just like other frameworks. Set up Java backend from your company with a lot of different stuff and it will also be complex. So I don't think it is overly complex. JavaScript is overused online. I disagree. If we just settle on everyone using JavaScript, then we don't have any questions about strange stuff, so I don't think it is overused. I enjoy building JavaScript well. I agree strongly. It's just easy. I like TypeScript. I agree. I would like JavaScript to be my main It already is. It already is. The JavaScript ecosystem is changing too fast. I kind of agree. It's really very fast and hard to keep up with all the JavaScript stuff. So yeah, what do you feel is currently missing from JavaScript? I'm really not an expert to say that. Features you'd like to see in one day. There are different other programmers that would have an opinion about that. How happy are you with the general state of web technologies? Let's say happy. There could be more. Apple could do more in terms of progressive web apps. But the general state of the web is really moving in the right direction. So that's why I'm also happy to use Ionic. How happy are you with the general state of JavaScript? I'm also happy. Don't want to put everything into very happy. About you? Isn't that a page? Oh, come on. Okay, that's the last page. We got 2 more minutes until my new video comes out. So let's quickly go through this. Years of experience. I'm now, what's my age? 31. So I got 10 to 20 years. Wow. Company size. I'm a company of 1. Yearly salary, I work for free. No, I think it's in that range. I don't have any salary. I get paid by I get paid in different ways. And I have to pay taxes, so I don't know. Let's pick that one. My job title, how do you introduce yourself? I usually tell people I sell drugs online or something like this because they would actually don't understand what I do. It depends from the context. I sometimes say I'm a developer, but I would say I'm the full stack developer. Let's keep it like that. How proficient are you at JavaScript? I don't know. Yeah, so I guess that is bad and that is good. So I'm on that end. I am not too good with CSS. I would keep me in the middle here. Backend proficiency, I'm fine actually. I can set up different backends, use pre-existing frameworks and entire backend. I can do microservices. I wouldn't say I can do this, but let's keep it like this. How did you find about the survey? Twitter. Gender, I'm kinda male. Why is this? Okay, this is important for different questions, I guess. Your GitHub username. No, don't want to pass it. Industry sector. Programming and technical tools and kind of education. I mean, a lot of different. I'm also in blogging. Yeah. Have you ever used Aurelia? Asked David. No, I haven't. There are just too many tools I could or should use. So haven't used that. Your country, Germany. There we go. And finish the survey. It is 5 p.m. We did it. I got a knowledge score of 84. That is kind of bad. I don't know what did others get. 66. Okay, which puts you in the top of 40% of the respondents. Honestly, I don't care what the survey is saying. I feel good about my skills. I want to improve my skills, so I will keep this open as a reference. But yeah, it's just not really important how many different tools. So if I'm only really an exact React specialist or Angular expert and don't know about all the other different things, I can do a very, very good job and get a nice salary. So you don't need to know about everything in that service. Please, if you got a knowledge score of 50 or anything lower, just don't feel bad about it. You really don't need to feel. So the stream was a lot longer than expected, moving close to 1.5 hours. We will end it here because 1 minute ago, the new video on YouTube just came out, so I highly encourage all of you to now open YouTube, which you are maybe already on. Get to my channel And on my channel, check out the latest vlog episode about 5 Ionic best practices. I will also actually just leave the link in the chat, so there you can go right now as a little follow-up to this chat. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel as usually. I don't know when the next stream is gonna start. Might take a little holiday Christmas break now, but this stream, once again, we got close to 80 viewers during that chat, during that stream. Really just awesome. If you got any ideas or things you would like to see in a future stream, you can reach me on Twitter as usually. I think you kind of know where to find me. So Twitter, you can reach me on Instagram, you can write a comment on YouTube, you can send me an email. Just let me know. And please, if you have 10 minutes of your time, go to survey.stateofjs.com to take this survey as well. I hope you enjoyed our little stream. It was kind of spontaneous anyway when it came on. So really happy for all of you being in here, for all of your kind of words, for all of your support, and have a great idea, Simon. Yeah, I hope you have a great idea. I also have a great idea. Go check out the video on my account. Maybe there's already a comment. No views, that can't be true. There must be like 80 views, 2 views. So that is me in the same location like here. I will now get another cup of coffee and get out. I would say watch the video, subscribe to YouTube or Twitch or whatever you prefer, and I will next time again announce it when I go live. First comment. That's just insane. That's just insane. You're just the fastest person on earth. So, thanks a lot for the first comment. Happy holidays to everyone if you got free time. Stay safe, please stay at home if possible, stay healthy and have a great time. See you soon, and as always, happy